stories are told. Warrior hearts beating brave and bold. Small town pride in the air we breathe. The spirit of the game will never leave. Forever and always go Warriors, we shout. With fans in the stands, there's never a doubt. Game day Saturdays where memories ignite. Under the lights we fight the good fight.
We can start normal and then talk about the stuff that they're never going to hear.
Welcome to
unless they're part of the mailing list.
Oh, yeah.
We can get a mailing list with our outtakes pretty easy.
Oh, geez. That'd be terrible.
Get you on a list of some type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blacklist. Welcome to this episode of the Waldorf Gridiron Club podcast. Hey, it's been a few weeks, folks, and we missed you darn near as much as you missed us. Yeah.
Has it been a few weeks? I feel like it's been 3.
I have no idea, dude. My life has been so upside down, just all over the place.
Upside down. What have you been doing?
Well, just life, man. Taking care of family and all the other stuff.
You did some fishing there.
Did a lot of fishing.
That's pretty cool. Thanks for the invite, by the way.
Yeah.
2 invites, not just one, 2.
Yeah. Well,
the first one I could not do. The second one I would have loved to do, but I just could not. See, here's what's happening. I'm a big farmer now. Got 80 acres. I'm trying to plant this swamp that I bought, and
beat ground.
it's so bad. And you got to work that slowly with a disc.
All right.
A disc is a machine that doesn't matter. But anyway, so I got to borrow that from my dad, and it's planting season, so I have to I'm not priority. And then I got that mostly disc, except for 10 acres. And I did not get it stuck, but nearly did I did. Nearly. My dad and my brother were watching me pull it out of the farm, and they're like, my dad said, hey, just don't drive it through the middle. And I'm like, I'm not going to drive it through the middle. Anyway, I drove it through the middle. And
I knew where that was going.
I had to turn around.
Yeah.
And because I was starting to get stuck. So I drove it through the middle, and I don't know what I was thinking. And then I was not moving. And when the dual starts spinning and it's front wheel assist, I was like, I'm just going to stop. And there was no way in tarnation that I was, because my dad and my brother were both watching me. This is 15 minutes. It's short time, 15 minutes into the operation, and they see me.
Oh, yeah.
And they're not.
No.
I know they're laughing. There's no way I'm going to do that. Well, I got out of it. I walked it out.
Well, you missed a good time.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
No,
that's what I've been trying to do.
Caught a lot of fish. Actually, I will tell you that CJ Almond, who's my niece's husband, he's a wonderful human being and one of my favorite dudes, hooked into something big.
Oh.
And while we were crappie fishing, and my first comment to him was, you tied a really good knot, because he's using 4-pound test fishing line with
that's proper though.
Yeah, with a 7.5-foot ultralight rod.
Okay,
and it's bent straight over. And boy, we sat there and we saw the tail a couple times, didn't really know what it was. Thought it was maybe a big catfish or something like that, because they're in there. It was a muskie.
Oh my gosh, you caught a muskie on that?
He didn't catch it, but he got into the muskie. Fought it for about 15 minutes. This, I will tell you, the largest fish I have ever seen next to my boat.
Really?
It wouldn't have fit in my net. It would not have fit, but it was plus 50 inches. She was probably about 10, 11 inches wide, just her back. And she was, I never did see her head. She was that big. Then she decided to swim off after she let go of the crappie that she grabbed that he had caught.
Okay.
And crappie didn't make it.
No.
Crappie's dead.
Good bait?
Apparently, yes.
Wow.
So that was an exciting moment. Fishing was great, but you know what else is great? The Waldorf Gridiron Club. You know what makes it great?
Is.
You know what makes it great? People like Adam Helm.
Thank you for bringing him up. He's been sitting here quietly as we.
I know. He's trying to be the secret guy. Yeah. So Adam, Waldorf Gridiron Club podcast. How you doing, buddy?
Terrific. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. So
I've been jealous of my wife for months because she's been on a while ago.
Yeah.
And it was one of my favorite episodes because
it was your wife.
Well, true. Good point.
Yes.
No, because we got to listen Eastbound and Down during that, talking about hauling ice from Rochester.
Yeah.
I listened to it over and over and laughed every time.
Jerry
That
Reed.
was great.
Jerry
Yeah.
Reed. There's nothing better. And I don't care who you are, where you're from, your age. That song comes on, you're singing it.
It is the anthem for the winning games of Forest City Baseball. And I announce those, and that's my music selection that I play
It's kind of like the Hawkeye Victory polka then.
for the last 6 years. And now what's great about it is like people just expect it. Now, Forest City is moving to a new conference next year, so they don't know. Well, actually, we do play a lot of the same people. So
Yeah.
Clear Lake, Webster City,
Yep.
Algona, etc. Yeah.
CG.
So they'll hear it, hopefully.
Yeah. So we had a in-depth conversation prior to going on air about what we're going to talk about. We really didn't come up with anything, did we, fellas?
Money, 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 money. Well, we talk about what we're doing.
You bet.
Yeah, we got some good things going on.
Yeah.
As you guys know, my wife is the events and fundraising.
She's the queen.
Fundraising.
She is the queen
Yeah.
of the Gridiron Club.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
So when she found out I was heading this way today, she thought I should update the folks on how the golf tournament is going.
That sounds like
Oh,
a great
yes.
idea because that's coming up fast.
Yeah.
It's June,
Before you know it.
July,
July.
July. Same thing.
Yep.
June, July,
Whatever. 6 of 1. Tomato.
Yeah.
July 10th.
Yeah. The slots are filling up. I think we're starting to build a little tradition, having it third year. People seem to really like the Friday night stuff. People are happy to do fundraising things, but they don't have to take off work and don't have to work in the morning. Short little 9-hole tournament. A lot of fun. It's going over good.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's going to be at Gruis Recreation Center once again, the golf course over there, and that's just they've treated us really well.
Right.
Yeah.
And if folks, if you come to the tournament, number one, come to the tournament. But if you come, every time you come to Forest City for a Waldorf game, you're going to want to play Gruis. What a beautiful course. I mean, out in the middle of nowhere. Mm-hmm. And it's well managed, well maintained. It's just a great course.
Yeah. The first year, Bear Creek and Forest City was they couldn't really commit to the meal part, and that was not an issue with Gruis. They've been treating us really well. To rent the course is cheaper. It is a fundraiser for us, so it really has worked out great.
And it's nice that it's a 9-hole. I mean, the reality is that an 18-hole tournament is nice, and maybe someday we'll do that, depending on the numbers and as we grow and so forth. But 9 holes is easy to manage. It's I think it gets over within 3 hours. I mean, we're definitely in and out of there,
Absolutely. So sponsorships, how are they going?
Real good. We got a couple meal sponsors. We wanted to thank Bayer Crop Science and Gold Eagle Cooperative in town.
Nice.
Luther Mankato Hondo signing on as a meal sponsor as well. We do have 4 hole sponsors already. FCIS here in town, Forest City Ford, County Line Seed, and Malin Egg Services have all signed on to be whole sponsors, and that comes with the team.
Wow. Fords and seed corn.
And Hondas.
Weird. Honda. Oh, that's right. Up at Mankato. Now, did Coach Lindsay have anything to do with the Mankato connection?
I can neither confirm nor deny, but
okay,
he did happen to play on that team last year.
Really?
And they are back, so I can do the math there.
Huh. I don't know. I don't trust that guy.
Well, that's because he calls you Papa Buff, but I think that's pretty great. That's great that we've got. But we still have room for more sponsors. It sounds like we've got room for 4 or 5 more.
Right. Yep. We're happy to get you signed up. WooGridironEvents@gmail.com is your contact. That is to my wife. We'll get you signed up and locked in and get you an invoice if you need them or however you want to handle it. We also are taking just plain teams. If people don't want to sponsor a whole or have businesses, we still have openings for that too.
How much something like that cost a fella? Or a gal?
Well, for our tournament, it's $200.
Wait a minute. A person?
No.
Right?
The whole team.
I know. I was trying to be ironic.
$200. And that'll get you a whole team of your friends, of 4. Are we doing fivesomes? Foursomes.
Foursomes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a meal.
Nice.
And because we're doing an evening tournament, we ate, do it different than other tournaments, but we eat first.
Yeah.
We'll have a little greeting from the coaches and stuff.
Yeah.
And then we blast off. And then when it turns dark, we got the flight winners and close to the pin, those kind of things. And then the bar's open.
I've heard they have beer there.
Yeah, they sure do. Right. Yeah. And you have to, we're going to get a little sound system over there this year. I feel like that'd be a good thing for us to, I mean, it's not that I can't shout, but I feel like the last couple of years I've seemed more angry than I really am. I'm not. I'm just trying to, make sure everybody heard what I was saying.
Yeah, well, maybe it's time to do all those spreadsheets.
Could be.
Yep.
Could be. Yeah.
Angry.
Yep, we've visited Coach Calloway and Gaines and all the new coaches, and they're going to be around. They're not going to be playing, but they're going to mingle amongst all the groups as they come through the holes and by the clubhouse and stuff. So it'll be a good chance for parents and Woo Ball fans to meet the new coaches, because not
dudes.
everyone's had the chance to meet them yet.
Yeah, great dudes.
Everybody gets a chance that way to, if you're playing, you get a chance to go around and, hit all the tee boxes and meet the coaches. That's great.
Do we have any coaches that golf right now?
Yeah, well, Donadio golfs. Okay. And I think, I can't say this for sure, but it would be a shame if Coach Calloway didn't golf.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, the names. Do you suppose he's Callaway money? Where's that? I don't even know where that golf company's from.
Not Southeast Oklahoma.
It's not. Okay. I didn't know. I was just kind of hoping.
Yeah.
Yeah, because maybe it's like, well, hey, I got this set of Callaway.
Yeah.
Door prize.
Just got a little something there. Door prizes, what do we do there?
We do have some for that. Freedom Fitness, shooters, and then actually our host course has donated a free round of golf with a cart.
Holy smokes, that's awesome.
We'll have silent auction, raffle, and all that kind of stuff too. We're looking for more, so hit us up. But
yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. So if you got some cool stuff, or if you're a business, or it's a promotional write-off. I know a tax guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, the best thing, I think, is just a great night for everybody to get together. You're still, a month and a half away from, gridiron action and watching the kids on the football field. So it's kind of the first tailgate event of the season. I mean, we kind of said that about spring ball, but the reality is that this is just a great opportunity for the diehards to get together and come on out and have a good time. And we had a great time last year, I know that, and the year before that. So this is our third annual now.
And I'm hoping I'll be in town this time, because I have not been in town for the last two, and I hate it. I am a horrible golfer.
I mean,
but I love the idea of it.
Yeah, well, you're 14 miles closer to, go fishing, after that, if you wanted to.
Huh? It's 85 miles to Okoboji.
Yeah, I know, but you're 14 miles closer.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I smell what you're cooking. Yeah. I probably wouldn't pull my boat's already over at the lake.
Too easy then.
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together like a plan, yeah.
July 10th, huh?
I think that Sunnyside Farms is probably on that list of whole sponsors too, because maybe not yet, but that's what I told your wonderful wife, and so it's weird I didn't make the cut, but I just thought I'd throw that in there.
Well, let's get that added to the list right now.
Yeah.
I'd like to see some money first, please.
Yeah.
Come on.
He's good for it.
You know it is.
If not, we'll beat it out of him.
Right.
Yeah.
And speaking of the boss, I did get clearance from my wife that we are going to, as if there isn't enough reasons to show up to the golf tournament, we are going to start selling cash prize where the ball lies at the golf tournament. But
there you go.
The perk at the golf tournament is if you are there in person and playing, we're going to let you pick your yard line. Now, we don't do that under normal circumstances, because it's a night where everybody wants, the North 42 or the 50 or the 25. Well, I'm going to let you pick your own.
That's a great incentive.
Breaking news.
That's a great idea. She's really thinking there.
I say it wasn't my idea.
Yeah.
It is a good idea.
Brilliant.
It is
wasn't mine.
Great idea.
Brilliant.
Now, in years past, we've sold socks, that came from the team. I've got some of those.
Used, game worn,
No, I don't think they were. I would hope.
or not.
No,
I mean,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I mean, it's all good.
Most of them. I mean, I think they were all like the off-sale ones, like normal size.
Was it the black and purple ones?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then we've always had some jerseys. We have more jerseys this year.
We will have that back. What's left? There's still a lot. I mean, there's a couple numbers that are picked over, but
Yeah.
we have the majority, especially like 20 and above. We got a lot.
Man, get after it. Come on, folks. Get in there. Get yourself a little bit of Waldorf memorabilia.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, and then speaking of that, we, of course, President Bob Alsop usually comes out. We got Chad Gassman that comes out. They usually play together. I don't know how successful. They have never won, or have they?
I know the Klauses played one
because
time, and they got a couple ringers.
Mark comes out there, the golf
Jeez.
coach. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a classmate of mine, and
Mark is?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
A few years ago, I was on the they needed somebody to pay for the beer, so they allowed me on their team. Mm-hmm. And Mark was on our team that year, and just happened to ace number 3.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, yeah,
It helps.
and it was like his 17th, and it's like Mark, we were all so excited, and didn't get a drink or steak.
I have played with him before, and won a golf tournament over in Mason City.
Nice.
And
He's a good golfer.
Not because of me, but because he was on the team. And then he always says, "Is like, oh, you really had some nice, shots over there. I mean, you definitely contributed." And I was like, "Get out of here with that."
So I don't
Nice guy.
I don't golf much, obviously, and
Yeah.
so I'm not the dude that invests, a couple grand in a set of clubs. Mm-hmm. But I had some that were probably 20, 25 years old, and one year I was just struggling, which is I struggle anyway, and I was getting frustrated because I'm not contributing at all in any aspect of of course management, and I was, and Mark kind of being the golf coach comes over and just hey, it's. Yeah, obviously you don't golf a lot. He said,
Yeah.
but your clubs suck.
Yeah.
Not in so many words. And he was right.
Yeah.
And so I went out and bought some cheap, I don't know what kind they are, just some cheap clubs.
Yeah.
But now I have the toaster on the stick.
Yeah, there you go.
And I can crank her out there. You know,
that's what I'm talking about.
40, 50 yards.
Nice.
Well, it goes across the grass really fast.
Gets past the ladies' tee. That's what's
Sometimes, yeah. I'm feeling pretty confident about my game.
Yeah.
Now, before anybody gets intimidated, like a lot of us golfers in this tournament are not that good. So
I would say
and
most
that's
of us
totally okay.
terrible.
About a
golfers,
3 handicap.
actually. Yeah.
About a 3.
Yeah. Last year we had Fossey on my team, and Ben came out. He and his wife, they did a great job. Of course, we bought one of the ball dryers. They gave us a good deal on that, and they golf a lot. I think he was kind of disappointed in my playing ability, but when you've been a guest on the whatever that show is, the Shark Tank, you're probably going to have a little higher standards than what I was bringing, to grew us. But
all good.
So everybody can come out.
This is not,
No.
This isn't a skills competition. This is for fun.
Yeah.
But that was my excuse.
We had a pretty good spring ball game. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
What was fun about it was, to change, I guess, the subject, but we had everybody was out there. They were all doing their thing, and you had basically 2 teams, black and purple, and nobody was wearing the numbers that they typically wear, which was really exciting for me.
Kind of hard for the PA guy there.
A little difficult there. But it was fun to watch, and it was cool to watch the new offense. And when we say it's hurry up offense, I mean, that was spring ball. And
Yes.
I think that was half speed, hurry up, or at least 3/4. I mean, it's just going to get faster and faster. And there were a couple of times that our dearly beloved chain gang was caught off guard a little bit, because it's like, we're moving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting to watch. Anything new is fun, especially when we're dealing with the Warriors. But yeah, Coach Callaway's got the defense rocking and rolling, and I'll tell you what, Coach Gale's that offense is going to be exciting to watch. And we got some new faces out there, and then we got some old stalwarts that are still on our offensive side, and it's going to be just a whole heck of a lot of fun. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting season.
When Coach Gale said, first of all, Coach Callaway said we're going to move that ball north and south, and Galloway came on the next time, and he was like, "We're getting in the end zone," and by golly, they did a good job.
Yep, sure did.
And it was well matched. It's always difficult to determine how you will compete in this incredible conference.
For sure.
When you're doing an inter-team, scrimmage. But it was fun to watch, and it was cool to see things come together. And, we got 4 quarterbacks, and they're all rotating, and they're doing different things. Mm-hmm. And I felt like they were pretty well matched, to be honest with you, and the defense did a great job. Our running backs proved that they could run north and south and do their thing. And the receivers had a great time. I did give George a little bit of a hard time. I saw him afterwards, and I was like, I don't know, are you missing a finger or two, or what happened? Because he had some difficulties catching the ball, and he's always a stalwart, returner. So it's going to be fun to see George this season. But he was like, I just missed a couple balls there, so.
Yeah, George.
It was a very typical day for this spring. Windy
and cold.
I did not get to watch a lot of it because
you were.
You were busy.
Me and Courtney were grilling 130 Iowa chops for.
And I was thankful for you guys over there by yourself, because as the hypothermia set in, I'm thinking, you know what, I better go help Adam and Courtney.
Yeah, I got to go stand by the grill.
Yeah, and it was
nice
great.
And warm.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
Yeah, we were able to get it out of the wind and work good.
Oh yeah, it was great. I hope it seemed like the guys really enjoyed the Iowa chops.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're delicious. I mean, you just can't beat an Iowa chop. We've talked about that before on the show, but I'll tell you, interesting thing, like Coach Callaway, he's like, everybody's waiting until we can all eat together. So that was great for us. I think we timed it very well. I think 3/4 of them were done by the time everybody was in there, and then we're like, well, go ahead and feed everybody. But he's like, no, we'll wait for everybody, and that was pretty nice. It's kind of the old concept. Like when I was in the Army, we'd make people do, team events or whatever, and you could run, a lap around the track. It doesn't matter how fast you are. You got to do it again if you don't all cross the finish line together. And because you're only as fast as your slowest man. And that was kind of the philosophy. So it's that old school, good football, good teamwork mentality. The kids did seem to have a good day. We didn't have a tremendous number of parents, but there were 50 or 60 folks out there in the stands and, checking out what we've got going on. And that was kind of fun to see too.
That was darn near homecoming 15 years ago. I mean,
you're not lying.
Yeah. I mean, when times were tough and Waldorf was struggling to win even 1 or 2 games against, not the greatest opponents, sure, not GPAC talent. It was light in the crowd.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great to see that many people. Great to see some of our old friends back in Forest City. To, some parents and just some fans, and it was a great time.
Yeah,
yeah. They had Coach Callaway beforehand. Somebody was throwing the chains. Actually, they were throwing them over the fence, and I'm like, "What are you guys doing?" I said, "Isn't the chain gang coming?" They're like, "I don't know, but they need down markers." I'm like, "Oh." You wait till they show up. Mm-hmm. And they did. They showed up in force. Mm-hmm. And they had their stuff. They're really good stuff. But like you said, they had to run a lot.
Yeah. Really got moving. We did I'd say it was pretty successful for our spring cleanup. Once again, we went out there with the teams, and they broke up and raked people's yards, cleaned up. They came out here to Sunnyside and did a great job. And I was actually, I don't know why I had not done that for the last few years. My thought process was because Jack plays that, you don't want people, coming out to your house and being like, why are we picking up, one of my teammates' yards? But Jack was out here, and we had 3 crews going out here. Took down 800 feet of snow fence and
I
picked
had
up sticks and did a lot of great stuff.
I've got a couple ash trees in my front yard, or soon I will have had.
Yeah.
They're dead. And man, they are dropping bark like crazy. I mowed yet tonight, and there's a ton of bark laying there. And I was kind of lamenting to my wife, oh man, I gotta rake this lawn. She's like, I don't know why you didn't tell the team to come down here and rake. She goes, you could have had 10 guys on rakes. She goes, instead, you're just, again, belly aching about it.
I mean, I will use that, for as long as I can, because this place out here, we 9 acres of trees and lawn, and they're going to get, just every winter it's coming down, and there's no way I'm going back. One day, just a few hours, and we were done, and that would have taken me weeks. Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
I get all the checks, and there's all sorts of thank you notes, and so appreciative hearing from the coaches and the players that it's a really good deal.
Yeah, we were in my mom's yard, and one of her neighbors pulls up. Hey, would you guys rake up my lawn, just the backyard? I said, well, yeah, we can do that. And of course, I went down to the house and got my leaf blower, so it made it pretty simple around the house. He just had to rake it along, and so he gave us a nice little donation for 20 minutes of work. And actually, Colin Jacobs found a baby little bunny.
Did he?
He was holding it, taking pictures. Yeah, are you
supposed to hold a baby bunny?
No, I'm sure it's dead now.
I was blowing out. This was after they came, but I was blowing out, the rocks or whatever in the landscaping, and Heidi was over across the yard or whatever. And Andy, I've talked about this before.
That's
I've got the world's
super industrial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use a backpack.
Can't point it straight at the ground. You'll take flight.
You will.
Yeah.
And not me anymore, because I'm gained a little bit, but you can blow things out. And I was blowing out under this little juniper bush or whatever, and it was dead. And I was like, I was gonna blow this out, and the next thing you know, it was probably like 5-6 little baby bunnies that just like blew right out with it. So I ran into the barn, and I got some rubber gloves and put them back and try to pretend like nothing happened. I don't know if they made it, to be honest with you, but I like to think that they did. I think they're doing fine.
You still got a cat out here?
And then no, we don't. I ran all of our cats over. It's a sad story.
Where are we going?
So,
what in the world?
Yeah.
Like on purpose?
Yes,
Like, are you?
No, I wasn't doing it. Why do I do it on purpose?
That's a great question.
Oh,
That's
it was
why I wanted
terrible.
to
No, it was an emotional breakdown there. I don't even like cats, but I like these 2 cats. One climbed in my truck, and I drove to town. Well, that was the end of that. And then I felt a bump on the road about 2 miles in, and I was like, oh, that's weird. I'm on an asphalt road, And I was like, oh, no. And I turned around, and sure enough, it was terrible. And it was too late. And then the other one just laid down right behind the tractor wheel, and I just backed right out. And that was the end of that. And that was devastating. So cats don't do great around here, apparently. Why is that so funny? That's terrible.
I'm crying.
That's so sad.
I'm crying.
That was very, in a moment.
Yeah, it's tough. I hate to hear about
Yeah,
cats.
I know. Yeah, those 2, though, they were good.
Well, the nice part is you
Ran them over.
You don't have little kids.
No.
Adam, do you have any cats out at your farm?
No cats.
Okay. And so that's the tough part is that, like you get like Adam's kids are getting older.
Yeah.
But like when they're small and you inadvertently harm an animal.
Yeah.
And then you got to tell the darn kids.
Yeah.
And there's tears and stuff like that. I assume there were tears when you.
No, I was very I was upset. I don't like killing our pets, but it seems to be my job for the last several dogs, and these cats were incidental and accidental, I should say. And then I just had to. The thing is that everybody gets to remember these animals as they were. And they're like, their last memory of them was how they saw them jumping around or having a good time. And my last memory is just completely different version of what the animals look like.
My wife's grandparents, they lived outside of Thornton. And we'd go out there, and of course, Grandpa Lee always wanted to have cats to keep the mice population down and things like that. But
to keep the bubonic plague out.
Yeah. Next thing you know, you'd go out on the road, and you know they lived right next to a blacktop, but on the gravel there'd be a deceased kitty that was one of theirs. And but Grandpa had a pretty good philosophy. Mm-hmm. Dumb ones don't last long.
Yeah, I mean, that's true unless you're the dude that runs them over with.
No, I get it. That's got to be traumatic.
Tractor. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a big tractor though, so it wasn't. We'll leave it alone.
We could maybe change the subject away from dead pets. Yeah. So, Adam, what else we got going on for Gridiron Club?
Well, I would like to publicly thank Coach Calloway. He has been killing it on fundraising ideas.
Yeah.
So all the parents and fans that have bought coffee and popcorn and I can't remember what the third part was, but financially kicking butt.
Yeah, we
and he said
we got both the coffee and the popcorn for sure. And he did the there was the heels and huddles.
Heels and huddles.
Yeah. And I think that, we had never thought of the heels and huddles, and the other events was like all of a sudden, Heidi takes care of all that. And that I was like, well, you need this popcorn. It was good popcorn. Yeah. I thought it was good popcorn.
Yeah.
Well, and
the coffee was good too.
And I was looking at the list, and I was sitting next to your wife, Troy, and I looked over and I'm like, $25 for a pound of coffee. And she looked at me and said, it's a fundraiser. So still didn't buy any, but
yeah. Well, thanks, Andy.
I'm a Folgers guy.
Oh my God.
No, seriously, I don't like the fancy coffee. I mean, I'll drink Black Rifle, of course, because America. Yeah.
Also great videos. I mean, they do a good. I don't know what it has to do with selling coffee, but those guys are funny. Matt, what's his name?
Rife?
No,
I don't know.
Anyway, yeah. Matt Best.
Campbell.
Matt Best is the president of that company, or he's like associated with it. He's an old Ranger. Yeah. Not even that old. He's younger than me. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, geez, where did we go? I mean,
we did a lot more conversation on dead cats than we did about that. That was great.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh, Troy.
And
I mean,
sometimes I'll see a cat and I'll be like,
don't come to my house.
You won't come. No, it's the opposite. I was like, you want to come and live over here? I've got a great setup in my shop, because when I was cleaning out my shop last year or 2 years ago, whenever it was, and I built cleaning just like scraps. I built this amazing cat tower. Edith loved it. She really loved it, and then I ran her over pretty good. But so like got a good setup. Cats they could really enjoy it. Sometimes I'll see a cat rolling through the old acreage, and I'll be like, buddy, you want to come live with me? And they're like, they already know. They're like, yeah, we'd love to. I heard you got a good cat tower. It's a nice place to live. Feed us well. But you do have a tendency to run us over. Well, there is that.
So I've got a family member that out on their farm, he loves cats. And it's like, he loves cats. And he keeps his herd, but he keeps it small.
Yeah.
And like occasionally, you got toms rolling around, and it's like,
too many.
A 5-alarm mayday when you see a tom rolling through there, and it's like, get the guns. If you ever remember SWAT from when you were a kid, that show where you're running out grabbing your rifle, and that was kind of the way it was. That thing had to die.
Yeah, because they get after it.
Well,
Now,
yeah, because you're not going around fixing.
I did. I mean, so there was money wasted, but because they were both female cats and just ran them over. But they had they were all taken care of. That was like $12. Though. I mean, $12. Like do that. Now, my parents don't do that. Like I don't know how many female cats they have, but they got a lot of damn cats over there. I'll tell you that.
You could just go over and get a couple of those.
I don't want them.
Okay, those are your mom and dad's cats.
Well, she does name them all. I don't think she actually knows what their names are, but she just makes it up.
So no cats, Adam?
I believe her.
No cats.
Is that
One dog.
One dog. What's
We got a yellow lab, Millie.
Millie? Is Millie a house dog or?
Millie is an outdoor dog
She's
exclusively.
Yeah, and she takes care of the farm, I'm sure.
She's on patrol often.
Yeah.
You're on a nice gravel road though, so like there's a little bit of a
Yeah.
yeah.
So we have a
I'd
Woden.
love my dog to live outside, just be out there all the time.
Yeah, not a lot of traffic. We have a Woden address, Thompson phone number. We live in the Buffalo Center School District, but the kids go to Forest City.
That's right.
They are the first ones on the bus, last one's off, but that's okay.
Get on at 5 a.m., get off at 7
No, it's
p.m.
not that early. I see that bus go by. I know when they go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just one dog. I don't have any pets. I mean, our last pet was Frankie. She was a little Boston Terrier, and we loved her to death. But after we had to do the merciful thing for her as she aged out, told my wife, no, not good.
Yeah, that's what I told my wife. And now I've got a 3-year-old German Shepherd named Knox, who is still 2 months old in his brain. And
Ritardo Montalban.
yeah. I take him. We go down, this place that we, trying to make a pasture, and I can't disc very good. And then there's I take him down there twice a day, and he loves it because he can run around and like really he's not going to go anywhere. Well, except that he has now learned that he does have friends in the neighborhood. So he's got sluggers.
My brother's dog?
Now he hadn't gone that far yet.
Good.
But I bet, may get up there, he better not. And there's no fast way to get there. Like I turn around and then he's gone. I'm like, where'd he go? Like, well,
Adam, what's the name of your dog?
Millie.
Millie. Okay. And Knox.
Knox.
How do we come up with those names? Kids?
Yeah, it was the kids for ours.
Yeah. And where did Knox come from? The fort?
Yep, came from me, from General Knox. He's artillery in the Revolutionary War. Big fat guy that I can appreciate, and he ran the artillery. And
Yeah, our dog came with a name because
it's a good name for a German Shepherd.
we
Knox.
adopted her. Her name was Frankie. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they named her Frankie because when terriers are born, the Bostons, they have blue eyes, and they change very, very quickly, and hers didn't change very quickly. So they thought, oh, well, she's going to have blue eyes, so we'll call her Old Blue Eyes.
Nice.
Frankie.
Perfect.
Yep.
Chairman of the board. You have Donadio. They love dogs, don't they?
They do.
And cats.
Oh, they got.
Don't go over there.
They got a lot of cats.
I think they got a couple cats because I still remember when Sydney.
I'll tell you what. I'll go over there with my tractor. We'll take care of this situation.
Well, you might want. I thought that Sydney had to drive out here with, or maybe Danny did, with 2 cats and a dog on board across the Rocky Mountains.
Yeah, I think Danny did that, and then she went somewhere on a business trip and came back with another dog,
Oh yeah,
as I recall. Yeah, they love the dogs.
yeah.
I didn't know about the cats.
Yeah, I've been asking maybe when I retire here in a couple of years, I should get a dog, somebody to keep me company.
Adam was like, this was never on our outline for what we were going to talk about.
We didn't have one, Adam. We
Since we're on the subject of cats, have you ever, Shooters is a big friend of ours, and of course we go out there every fall. Gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, good partner for us. Both helping us with meals, post-game meals, and then obviously the coaches show in season.
Yeah.
And I guess now that we're talking about player or post-game meals, we are looking for volunteers and sponsors for that. So the way I've been trying to, the parents I've talked to, I'd be like, well, if you're nearby, volunteers, that'd be great if you're able to make it. But we got plenty of parents that can't. Maybe they can sponsor a meal.
Yeah,
Can't
Be
help out.
great.
We got 5 home games and 5 home games, I believe, this year.
We do. Yeah.
About $500 at minimum depending on what the menu is that we come up with.
Right.
So if we can come up with $500, $2,500 or more, then obviously we just feed them more. We also feed the cheerleaders. They work hard during the game and all that stuff, and they appreciate that. And Coach Kat, she's done a great job. She's a big part of game day. I don't know if people realize that. She's a big part of the game day planning, making sure that everything flows. We're on the same page when it comes to seamless, just like music and going and all of that. So that's a big part of what we do. But I don't know if you noticed this, but if you ever pick up a pizza or anything, go around there on the pickup side of shooters, they got like a deaf cat sign. Bring it back to cats.
Wow.
And every time,
I have not noticed that.
Yeah, just drive through there sometime.
Well, I've done that before.
Yeah.
Not often,
You
but
haven't noticed?
no.
Deaf cat.
I
Probably run it over.
I wouldn't run it over.
Can't hear you.
I would try not to
I
anyway.
hear you coming.
Yeah, even if
Do
you
you
drove
think a deaf cat talks weird?
Wow. I feel responsible.
I want to.
I'm
I
sorry.
want to hear Troy. What?
Wow.
Okay, cat lovers. I'm so sorry. I'm not a cat lover.
I just like to watch Adam's reaction. We're not filming this, so it's just like you're going to have to listen to it and everything like
And
that.
then for our hearing impaired friends, well, they're probably not listening.
Yeah.
Podcast?
I would name a deaf cat Marley.
Why?
Marley Mountain.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
If it was a lady cat,
Okay. Mm-hmm. And if it was a male cat,
probably still Marley.
okay. Yeah, like for
Just
Bob.
put a Y at the end of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't. I mean, I didn't. I understand your frame of reference now, but at the time, yeah. Yeah. So, what books you reading?
This is the best. This is the best episode we had in a long time. This is
think
what
so.
happened. Which is also listen. If you're listening to this for the first time and you're like, I don't understand what this has to do with football. Like, well, if you haven't spent time in our tailgate,
It says everything to do with football.
this is everything.
Yeah.
Because our tailgate section is, I think, I'm biased, but I do believe it's one of the best in the GPAC. It is definitely in the top 3, which is saying a lot because this is a storied conference and people do support their teams. But when it comes to getting out there, having a good time, Waldorf knows how to get it done. And, and so if you're out there and you're hanging out in the tailgate area, I mean, there's a good chance that you're going to talk about everything from football to cats, et cetera, whatever it happens to be. And obviously the food's out there, the smokers are going, the grills are going, the crock pots, everything. And of course, this year is a slight change in the
that's right.
in the tailgate area, which I'm actually in favor of. So Waldorf, not the Gridiron Club, but Waldorf is going to be charging for the front row spots on the east side of the sidewalk, which is where the electric posts are.
Yep.
And I think that's great. I don't know exactly what the prices are. I've talked to Chad a couple of times, but here's the basic premise. And actually the Gridiron Club thought of this a few years ago where
We
we're just
talked about it, yeah.
we're putting these electrical spots in. Why wouldn't we sell these spots? And the problem is that for the Gridiron Club, it's not a problem. It's actually a good thing. But so just so people know, like everything that we buy for Waldorf then owns. Like we don't own what we buy. You know, if we buy uniforms, we buy
The Guardian
sleds,
caps.
the Guardian caps. We put the electric in. Whatever we do.
Trees.
We don't. Yeah, trees. We don't own them anymore. They belong to Waldorf. And so same situation. We're like, well, we approached him a few years ago. I was like, well, we could sell these spots because it just makes sense, and it's a fundraiser. And Waldorf was like, well, I don't think we want necessarily to do that yet. And they were questioning who actually owns it. And I was like, well, you own it. So now 4 years later, they've come around to the conclusion that they should charge for that. Those spots. They're not going to obviously charge for that first corner spot for where we feed the kids, and they're not charging Pritchard's for the porta
they're a
party
huge sponsor for the athletic department.
Yeah, for the entire athletic department.
Yeah.
And they're also, that is kind of a,
It's our calling card.
it's iconic. Like nobody else. First of all, there was only 5 of them made, or 7, or something like that. There's only, I think it was 7 that were made total ever.
Yep.
5 of them still exist. This is the only one in the Midwest.
Yeah, although some of our opponents' fans have looked them up and down pretty close.
They
and
wanna-
Some of the guys that know what they're doing, they're looking at the undercarriage and
Yeah.
how could I do this? Because this is amazing, and they're wrong. They're not wrong.
They're not. Yeah.
No, absolutely not, because imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Truly is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's right. And it bespokes the opportunity for Waldorf to start an engineering department. They could just make a ton of those, right?
I don't know why not.
Why not, right?
Yeah, and then we could do some building trades and have the welders there.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now we're getting there.
Yeah. I think we...
Where's Bob? We got an empty chair. He should have been here on this.
That's true.
Yeah.
So one of the things, Troy, would be a disservice to the Gridiron Club. We bring in all these people and get to know who they are, and we talk. Adam was able to talk a little bit about some of the finances and things like that. But let's get to know Adam Helm.
Well, Adam, I've introduced you as the honorary captain to last year. We had you come in as the honorary coin flipper, and introduced you as an all-star baseball player for Waldorf University. You grew up around here. The Helm family is a big name in Winnebago County, and you've got lots of good just Forest City High School, and then obviously Waldorf. So let's, I guess, start with that. You played
Sure.
baseball.
Sure. So my Waldorf football fandom went back to when I was in elementary. So I was a farm kid, so most of the time in the fall, I'm working in the field. Chopping stalks was my job when I was little.
Attaboy.
That was entry level for our operation. But every year, Brian Stugelmeyer was in my grade. His parents were both professors at Waldorf. I would get invited to Brian's house on homecoming. We'd go to the parade. We'd play football in his cul-de-sac in Westgate, and then we'd go to the game. And that was when we were really humming with Coach Bolstorff. We were real good in the 90s. And what I always remember, 2 things I remember most about the games is they were like hurry up before there was hurry up all over.
Yep.
We'd huddle up. The receivers would sprint out to their spots, get set. The linemen, tight end, quarterback, and backs would sprint to the line, and on first down, they would go 95% of the time. They just sprint up, go quick, and then sometimes they'd go on 2, and half the defensive line would jump across. But that was when we were humming. We had a bunch of 1A farm kids on the lines and some skill players from down south that were D1, dropouts or fallbacks or whatever. And man, we won almost every game, felt like.
Can you point a finger on the exact years in the 90s that you're talking about? Because I feel desperately close to what you're talking about, and this is going to accentuate the age difference.
Probably, let's see, I would have been late middle school, 95-ish, I would guess.
Yeah,
right
that's
in that
perfect.
range.
Correct. So when I was there, 93 to 95, back-to-back RC Cola Bowl champions. Those are the famous pictures that you often see in a lot of the highlight stuff. And if you ever have the opportunity to go to our Bullseye Awards, which of course is named after Dave Bolstorff, where we give awards to all of every year. We've done it now 2 years in a row, and we continue to do that. I think it's the best, and it's unmatched. There's no other program that does what we do. It's a real award show. It's fantastic. And when you consider our record, it seems like it doesn't match up, but this is the whole goal of the Gridiron Club, is to make everything just bigger than life, and you're going to see those pictures, the RC Cola Bowl championships, and you're going to hear Dave Bolstorff's voice you'll hear that every game, actually.
Yeah,
every game you hear Dave Bolstorff from this podcast that we've added to music, and it sounds pretty good. So that's funny, Adam. That is, I was at Waldorf.
I think you got like 10 years on me.
Yeah,
so that would make sense. But no, I my roommate from college, his dad was from Forest City, played baseball and football at Waldorf also, Ron Book. And the first year we had the Bullsies, we had the audio clip that you had patched together from you guys' interview with Coach. And that was terrific. And I sent it to him, and of course he remembers that voice, and he was so thankful he got to listen to and watch those.
Yeah.
Just
That was
50 years ago.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
that was the most emotional podcast that we had, because I was literally in
I
Missouri.
got goosebumps right now just
I know.
thinking about it.
I was in Missouri at my daughter and son-in-law's place, and Troy called me, and we brought Coach in, and we just had this. I was literally just outside during a beautiful day, and got done. Thanks, Coach. And I just remember Troy and I had to have a 5-minute conversation, because it was just so real and raw, and it was so Dave Bolstorff.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, amazing dude.
Yeah, and kind of as you alluded to, so when I got through high school, I went to Waldorf, played baseball all 4 years. So the first year was JUCO, and then we switched my sophomore year to Midwest Classic Conference at that point.
Yep.
Now, the football team wasn't, it had dropped off a little bit then.
Sure.
But it had nothing like our atmosphere like we have now in the fall.
Of course not.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I was so, when I started getting involved in the Gridiron Club, I was so jealous because we never had this when I came through. Granted, we were doing fall games and scrimmages and stuff. But
Might have been a dry campus too.
good point. Let's make a difference.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's make it different.
Oh, how times have changed.
Yeah. So
Who was your coach? The baseball coach then?
So
Was it
I had
Grunsky?
I had Grunsky. Yep, I had him.
Brian.
I'd have to ask him, but I would bet he has coached me more than anyone else on this planet, because back then he was the freshman high school coach,
Yep.
and I had him as an 8th grader. Part of my freshman year, I had played some varsity and some JV and some of that, and then I had him for 4 years of baseball in college, where most of the time of his career is only 2-year JUCO. So I had him, and then also my sophomore year, our head coach, or was going to be our head coach, was Randall Herbst, was the men's coach for Waldorf. Well, he took a job in North Dakota in May. We had started 1 or 2 weeks of practice. We were going to be really good. We were top 5 all in the state all year, and we needed a coach. Well, Coach Jerome's son, Jeff, and Micah Christensen, and a couple of them were going, and your brother-in-law, we were going to be pretty good, and some of them were going to go to Waldorf. So Coach Grunsky stepped in and coached me when I was a sophomore.
Is
So I had
that
him
right?
for 3 years in a row, and then 4 in college. So I had him for 7 seasons.
Randall Herbst was
Randall was going to be a baseball coach?
he was a
He was
year
the high school baseball coach. He, a few years before that, he took...
Was he not the basketball coach?
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was,
He
yeah.
took SCMT to state a couple, 3 years before he came to Forest City as a basketball.
He was,
or came to Waldorf as a basketball coach.
he was a year behind me at Waldorf. He was class
Really?
1991, and the claim to fame that I remember, Randall, is that one of my good friends decided that he would drink alcohol before he came down to a basketball game and sit in the front row.
You do, yeah.
Yeah, and so he had too much to drink, and I remember I was sitting behind him, and Randall was dribbling the ball up the side court, and my buddy puked on the floor right in the middle of the game. They had to stop play.
Beautiful. That was the Mason days.
Yes, it was
Dan Mason. Yeah.
Yeah, and then, so kind of related to my story, when I really started to get involved in the Gridiron Club was, I can't remember the year, but I had met Will and Callie, Tree Town in the summer, and great people. I'm like, oh, I can support these people.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Callie likes Nebraska, so I kind of look
Yeah,
the other way on that.
yeah.
But otherwise, great people. So I'd gone to a couple games, like, wow, this is a great atmosphere. Will moved on. I don't think anybody was too surprised. He's a terrific coach.
Absolutely.
And no surprise there. And then we had Paramore for a few months. And then, he kind of left in a tough time for us. And I remembered that from when Herbst took a job in May right before the season. I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel for these guys. They felt like they got the rug pulled out from under them. I was like, you know what? I'm going to write the check. I'm going to be a Gridiron member.
Awesome.
That was the first time. Obviously, I'm good friends with Courtney, too, and I'd help grill at the spring game several years ago, and he's like, hey, we need a treasurer, and you like Waldorf football, and you do income taxes in the winter, like, that'd probably be a pretty good job for you. And I was like, of all the thankless jobs, from school board to church board to all these things, like, I can get behind this one. It's not paid. It's a lot of fun, and
Yeah.
do our best to help these guys out.
Yeah, and you've done a great job, Adam. I mean, like, we're
my
very
gosh.
thankful to have you and Trista as part of our team. I don't think people realize how
Mr. and Mrs. Gridiron.
there's really
Easily.
for
100%.
sure. Yeah, there's a group of, maybe eight or 10,
Maybe, yeah.
that gather out here about once a month. Not always. It's like every other month, and it depends on, like, after the season is over, we take a little bit of break. We have a good time for like a holiday party out here, and then we didn't meet in May, just in case you were. Well, no, we will meet in May. We did not meet in April,
Right.
but we're getting close to a lot of other, obviously into the season. You guys, what you and Trista do for the Gridiron Club is so significant and important for what, there isn't another organization in all of the sports that Waldorf has that's like the Gridiron Club.
No.
And in many conversations with administration and with, the athletic, the director and everything like that, just like what we do and how we do it is what will become the future for Waldorf University athletics.
Yes.
That's what it will be. At some point, it'll be like how we have set it up. Our committees and our organization and our structure is what they intend to replicate. And I got to tell you, like, I've had the unfortunate experience of being unfortunate in one way, and it's only that it ended under my term, is that when Waldorf had its own Warriors sports boosters,
Yeah.
I was at the end of the road, and I just happened to be the president when that happened, and I just, we just could not get structure and committees and things like that. That was a for-profit college at that time. And everything that I learned from that has helped us be successful in this case. But it comes down to the individuals. And you just really have to appreciate Waldorf University, mostly for the kids and the player, like the actual student athletes.
Right.
And you came from that.
Right.
Different sport. But those memories that you're talking about in the early 90s and the effect that football had on everything else
Oh, yeah.
that we did, that's the true mantra.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to that. I think I'm gonna have to talk to Coach Cat. And why I remember this, I don't know. But one time a game, the cheerleaders, when they really wanted to get everybody fired up, they'd go reach in their bag, and they had little boxes, like single-use boxes of laundry detergent. You know what brand it was? Cheer. And they would throw that in,
nice.
and
Yeah.
the students, poor college
course.
students that don't have any money, I need laundry soap.
Yeah.
They'd cheer. They'd
Yeah.
get real loud, get into it. And
Do they still make cheer?
I have no idea.
I don't either.
But it made an impact on my 8, 9, 10-year-old self. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, cheer.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Clever.
Yeah.
Cheer.
Clever.
I got to go back to one of the things you talked about.
I think that was Jolivet. That was the cheer.
Julie was, yeah.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, many years. But you had said something about Callie Finley and being a Nebraska fan, which is mind-boggling because Callie is a doctor. She has her doctorate
In nursing.
in nursing, and so she's obviously brilliant, but then you have to couple the brilliant intellectual mind with a Nebraska fan. It doesn't add up. Does not add up.
I mean, I don't know if Tom Osborne would agree with you on that, but
Who?
is it Osborne? Tom Osborne? You've heard of Tom Osborne, haven't you?
No, I've
Never heard of that guy?
No.
Pretty sure he's a doctor.
Oh, he was the athletic director for a little while and drove the bug eaters into the ground. Oh, that's right.
Ding dong.
So anyway, Adam, so okay, we talked Waldorf, but let's talk about we said Trista a little bit. Trista is his rock, his anchor, and everything for him. How did you meet your wife?
Yeah, how'd that happen?
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, I got Waldorf to credit for that as well.
All right.
She was a golfer, a couple of years younger than me. So she likes to tease Jason Brookoff, who's been a gridiron supporter in the past
Yes,
too.
yeah, sure
'cause
was.
he was the golf coach then. So he recruited her. So my father-in-law thought it was pretty clever at our wedding reception to give Jason Brookoff credit for getting us together, even though all he did is recruit her to this school. But
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
carry the one, I guess that math checks out.
No, she's an Iowa girl, right?
She's from Wellsburg.
Wellsburg, WSR.
Yeah, now it's confused. AGWS.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Technically,
Geneva, Wellsburg, Steamboat Rock.
she was like me. She open rolled. She went to Grundy Center, but
That's what I thought because I've seen some of her social media stuff about rooting on the Spartans down there in Grundy.
yeah, she likes teasing our West Hancock friends because they've played in the state
Yeah.
finals several times.
Sure have. And so from this relationship, you guys have brought some beautiful lives into this world.
Fantastic kids.
You bet. Haley is 8th grade, or just finishing 8th grade.
Wow, high school.
Reagan is 6th grade, just finishing up, and Toby is 3rd grade.
Wow. That's awesome. And yes, Troy's right. Wonderful children, great family. Really a rock here in Winnebago County and Forest City and obviously the Waldorf community. So
100%. Yeah. And then Kirk. Now
Kirk is my younger brother.
He's your
Lives
younger
closer
brother.
to the bunker here.
He's close to the bunker. He texted me and said, "Can I get some of your chickens?"
Oh, he thought you had broilers.
I do.
Oh, you did. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I was thinking hen halla, but we got both.
No, we got both now. Yeah, he was
So you've expanded your operation.
Sunnyside Farms. It's just like you
I'll
would.
tell you what, right now I'm in the midst. My occupation is in the midst of doing some disaster pre-planning for a large egg laying facility. So,
Oh,
I mean, if you want me to step in and help you out, look me up.
I don't think you have to worry about my egg laying situation.
Or do I?
I mean, we keep it pretty down low out here. We're not letting the USDA know how we're operating our
Till
egg
today.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that you're obviously your connection to Waldorf is long in the tooth, and those memories. Now, do you have any family that were you the first to go to Waldorf, or do you have other?
I was the first. My younger brother Cody did play baseball there a little bit also.
Okay,
So he would have been only in the 4-year
but you were the first.
situation. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, my mom, she did golf and softball in your favorite level of competition.
B3.
D3, beautiful stuff.
Yeah,
The Beavers.
yeah, but yeah, well,
I got recruited to play football for BV, but
Gotta be careful. There's some neighbors that are going that route next year, you know.
I know. Jeez, everything. So it's like, look, I think if you can play,
Uh-oh.
if you can, if you can
He's trying to figure out how
play
to say
sports somewhere, I don't think that D3 is a bad option. There's great competition there. That is absolutely true. There's no doubt.
Oh, sure.
this. Oh, look at Wartburg football right now.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
football.
Well, football in the state of Iowa, period.
Period.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
JUCOs to D3 to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Iowa Western.
I am hard
There's
on-
a lot of national
Yeah.
champions coming from this little old state in the middle of nowhere.
What'd you say?
I am hard on the D3 programs, just because I feel like sometimes they don't give the kids a fair shake, as far as like keeping their promises, with the scholarships that they give them for like leadership and
Yeah, I don't know.
abracadabra magic and stuff that they do. But I do. There's no doubt that the competition is real and that those players are giving it their all. So I do not discount the athletic effort.
Oh, absolutely
in D3 at all. No, I that's. So I should probably clarify. I think I.
Well, Courtney Woogie, D3 athlete.
Yeah, but see, he kind of like, throws that. Now because that contradicts what I'm trying to say. Like I'm trying to say, like,
You're going to hold Courtney against all of D3.
Wow.
no, I only say that because Courtney's got all of our insurance, so like that's fine. He can earn that. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we're getting close to the end here, folks. And what you know, if you listen to this podcast before, we always give our guests the last word.
Absolutely.
And I'm interested tonight because normally we have coaches and football players, and occasionally we have some one-off, and it's been obviously awesome to have Adam in the bunker. But Adam, you know how it goes. You've listened to the podcast before, and I don't know if you've come up with a script or anything like that, prior to your arrival here. But we're going to give you the last word on this episode of the Waldorf Gridiron Club podcast.
I'm going to give you a prompt, though, for one part that we did not talk about the decal in midfield, and that's a fundraising point that we're going to do. So,
do you want to start separate with that?
Yeah, sure. And then if that, because your mind's probably working two different ways,
I can make that work.
Yeah,
we need your money, folks. We're going to put a big W in the middle of the brand new turf. I don't know when they're going to start the project, but the Waldorf W is going in the middle of Bullsdorf Field.
You know who has to pay for that?
The Waldorf Gridiron Club.
Because we said we would.
Do you know how we pay for that?
You.
Me?
I mean, you and they can't see you, so yes, you.
Donations from the Gridiron Club.
Yeah,
that's where I was hoping you'd go with that, because if you need 20 grand, I could scrounge it up, but
it's easy to donate.
Yeah.
We do.
Adam.
The website, if we take all credit cards, debit cards, it's waldorfgridironclub.org.
Do we do Bitcoin yet?
No.
We did not do Bitcoin.
You can give us Bitcoin.
There is a list on our website. I encourage all the new fans, and we've had some new commits the last couple weeks or whatever, so I'm sure they're just learning about us. If they got through the cat stuff and they listened through till now, I would definitely look at our website and see the projects.
I think the cat stuff kept him.
Yeah.
Exactly. I want to talk more about killing cats.
But we got some ideas for projects on there. Let you know how to get in touch with us. We can do like Skype meetings or team meetings for our monthly meetings. We love more input. We need volunteers and that kind of stuff. We also have Venmo if that works better for you. We're at Waldorf Gridiron Club, and then you also can mail checks to us right here. P.O. Box 125, Forest City, Iowa, 50436.
Nice.
And I think most probably know, but say if we have some new fans or first-time listeners, we are a 501c3, which means they're all tax-deductible donations.
And he works in accounting, folks.
Yep.
Are you a CPA?
I am not a CPA. I'm a tax preparer in the winter, though.
All right, so he knows.
But it is something to bring up. Mom and dad back home far away, maybe their employer is looking for a nonprofit to support.
Oh.
It is, that's options in town. We hit up all the businesses here in town, but, our listeners are from all around the country.
Absolutely. If you're in the Russian Federation, send us a check. Can we convert what?
Rubles?
Rubles? Is that what they do? Okay.
Yeah, we'll
was
take
thinking
vodka.
rupee.
We'll take vodka, though. They're pretty good at paying in vodka, you guys in the old...
If it's a big enough number, we'll make it
USSR.
work.
And we
we
talked
will.
about a fundraiser a while ago to have a distillery, like a local distillery, make something that we could sell, for the tailgate staple. It'd have to be pretty low ABV because it's a long day.
Yeah, thanks to the Emily Manier Vitality Shake and Energy Bar, donated to the Gridiron Club recently, and that was in honor of February Ambassador winners Parker and Luke. They selected this organization as part of their ambassador reward, so that's
amazing.
Cool. Yeah, so there's lots of ways to contribute, and Carrie Broy will be in touch because she's been trying to get she's gotten a hold of us a couple of times. So she's, I think, a parent. They're one of our players. And so it's just so much fun. It doesn't matter where you live or, where you're from.
Text the show.
Be a part of the meetings. We'll let you know. Our next one is coming up. Here
Next week, I think.
Is it next week?
Next Wednesday?
It's soon.
I got a meeting that night.
Get in touch with us if you want to Skype in or Teams or I can't remember.
All right, Adam, you had time to think about it.
Texas show.
Well, I just want to thank all our donors here and abroad for the past year. So our fiscal year is kind of squirrely. It's right during the season. But last year we had a couple one-off donations for the big tree project we had last fiscal year. But, we're efficient with your money. We're not paid anything like that. We drive to buy the cheapest food for the guys,
We're not paid?
for deals.
No.
Hold on. We're not paid?
No.
No. But
Just status.
But all that said, we still spent $50,000 on this football program last fiscal year.
That's amazing.
So
Good job, guys.
that's why we lean into these things, try to take care of the guys, take care of the coaches. Coaches have come and gone, players come and go. We're still here. We're still going to support everybody wearing that jersey.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, that's going to have to do it, folks. That was a fun episode, Troy.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. That was great. Adam, thank you so much for being here.
You bet.
And, your wife beat you to it. But at the same time, I don't know, you guys are going to have to compete. Listen to each episode and decide who had the better. Right?
Boy,
I feel like we're going to win on this one.
I know who has the most
cats.
cat killing.
The dead cats. Yeah. Dead cats always win. Yeah, don't they? All right, folks, that's going to do it for this episode of the Waldorf Gridiron Club podcast. Thanks for taking some time out of your very busy schedule to listen to us. Now, remember, get to our website. Adam spelled it out for you. We need your money. We do. That's just the long and short of it. We're going to put the W on the field. The third annual Waldorf Gridiron Club on July 10th. Make sure you get in, get registered, get your team, be a whole sponsor. All those different things need to happen just for the furtherance of the Waldorf Gridiron Club.
Yeah, to register for that, we didn't mention that, and I'll put this link in here as well. You got to go to woogridironevents@gmail.com to register your team for that third annual golf tournament.
And make sure if you want to rent a cart, you need to call ahead. I did forget that.
That's right. Yeah.
Call ahead. All right. That's going to do it.
There you go.
Adam, thanks, buddy.
You bet.
All right, that's going to do it for this episode of the Waldorf Gridiron Club podcast. For Troy Thompson, this is Andy Buffington, and forever and always, go Warriors.
Forever and always, go Warriors, we shout. With fans in the stands, there's never a doubt. Game day Saturdays where memories ignite. Under the lights, we fight the good fight.
You can join the Waldorf Gridiron Club and be part of the best small college football experience in America. Just visit our website and pick your membership level at waldorfgridironclub.org. You can also click on the Support the Show link in the show notes to donate.